Hi, my name is Paul Ryan. On behalf of Cricket Australia Masters Over 40s, we welcome everyone to the announcement of the Cricket Australia Masters Over 40s World Cup squad to represent Australia at the 2026 World Cup in Guyana in the West Indies. Joining me today are Chairman of Selectors Trent Ryan and newly appointed Australian Over 40s captain Steve Paulsen. Welcome, Trent. Welcome, Steve. Trent, if we can start with you. Whilst we're here today to announce the World Cup team, before we get into it, there's a very big calendar for the over 40s cricket in Australia. Can you share some information and details about what's ahead?
Yeah, can share what's coming up and also, what we've just gone through as well, just as an example of the opportunities that are available in the 40s age group. We had a New Zealand tour first week of April, sent an Australian side and Australian A side over there. And we did that with only a month's notice. The Kiwis just asked if we could send a couple of teams over. They just went for a 5-day tour, played 3 one-day games and then came home again. We had a Australia A tour that was scheduled for the end of April going to Dubai. But because of the conflict over there, that got reorganised, and we've had, I think blokes will be just getting home either yesterday or today. They went to Sri Lanka for an 8-day tour instead and played 6 games over there. So that was an Australian A tour. Got the Toot Byron Cup coming up next month. So that's an over 40s T20 comp that's run out of Brisbane each year on a franchise basis type thing. So we use that for player identification as well. Obviously, this World Cup coming up in the West Indies. So from we'll be away from October the 12th till early November. There'll be Nationals in Tasmania coming up. And then next year we'll have a World Series Cup in April. That's for Australia and Australia A. There'll be 4 countries in each of those divisions, and that's played over a 10-day period. That's an ODI and a T20 competition. So there's a T20 World Cup coming up in 2028 as well. And then obviously we've had 2 interim tours between those big events organised, and I can see more of that happening as well. 16 countries now at the World Cup that we're going to in October. So the opportunities for further tours or countries coming to Australia, it's just going to expand, I think. So for the over 40s players that are interested in playing representative cricket, there's going to be plenty of opportunities coming up to represent your country.
Fantastic. And those opportunities are going to be there. But the important part about it is for everyone to understand that not everyone's going to be available for every tour. So there's plenty of opportunities ahead.
Yeah, I suppose one of the main considerations in the over 40s age group for Masters cricket is the majority will have kids younger than the players that play in the 50s and 60s and obviously the 70s. So using annual leave and things like that outside of your family commitments becomes a harder task. So the chances are it's never going to be the same side that's going to any of those events.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the World Cup. So let's create a bit of anticipation. So the World Cup's in Guyana in the West Indies, and I think you mentioned October, Trent.
Yes, October the 12th we leave.
October the 12th. 16 teams in the World Cup.
Yeah, there's 2 divisions or 2 pools. 8 teams in each pool. You play it's a round robin competition, so you play everyone in your pool, so 7 games, and then no matter where you finish, there'll be crossover semi-finals and finals to determine finishes from 1 to 16. And we're playing a couple of warm-up games as well. They're already organised. We're playing the West Indies and South Africa prior to the tournament kicking off, so we got 11 matches in 16 days.
Right. So what do you know about the conditions, and how much of the conditions did they influence the selection process?
I think Steve tried to get some info on conditions, and one of the other selectors, Nathan Kings, we've tried to contact a few people I think that they know over in that area to find out what the conditions are going to be. I guess it's the same as cricket. From day to day, you can find out what information you want, and then it's about turning up on the day and having a look. Our main thoughts as a group were that there's not a whole lot of cricket grounds in Georgetown, so given the amount of cricket that's going to be played in a short time frame, I would think there's a good chance that we'll be playing on wearing wickets towards the end of the tournament. So that's probably the only consideration we gave it in terms of what fields we're going to be playing on. It's hard to get a list. I've had a look on the internet. They only ever list the major fields. They've got three stadiums that are used for international cricket. I imagine we'll be using each of those.
Yeah. And what quality were the selectors looking for when they're putting the squad together?
Same philosophy we've always had, I suppose. We're just looking to field the best side that we can. Normally we just pick who's going to be the best 12 if we're playing the final tomorrow. And then the remainder of the squad is cover all scenarios. So make sure that we've got all our bowling options covered, batting options covered, and that we've got a second keeper. And given the tournament, I think the important thing there, and the keeping wise, is that we need 2 dedicated keepers. We don't want to be left with having someone that's just a part-time keeper at the back end of the tournament.
You can't forget the keepers.
No, they're the most important people, apparently. They touch the ball more than anybody else, so you've got to have them, unfortunately.
The drummer in the band.
Yeah, that's right.
Steve's been appointed captain. What made Steve the right person for the selectors to choose to lead Australia at this World Cup?
I suppose everyone's the same in the age group. They've all got a really good cricket pedigree. We've got a number of players that have played first-class cricket. I think Steve's played nearly every international 40s tournament just about since the commencement of the 40s Masters cricket. He's a former first-class player. He's captained his club in Brisbane. The other thing that we've noticed is that he's been vice-captain previously, and players seek out his advice, have it just general tactical chats with him, talk about their own play. So he's been identified by the players as a leader in the group. So we just thought that this is the right time for him to take over. He's got that respect within the group. It's been an earned respect. It's not a respect that he demanded. It was obvious that he was going to be the right choice to be captain. That's not saying that we didn't have other options or people that we thought we knew other people in the group could do the job as well. But I think given how Steve handles himself, measured, quality player on tour, that's a really important thing. He'll lead from the front with his performances on the field and his attitude off the field.
Fantastic. And Steve, across to you. It's a wonderful accolade for over 40s cricket, Masters cricket, to have someone of your pedigree still continuing to play the game. Can you just tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. I guess my cricket journey started out west of Brisbane and Ipswich, where I played more of my juniors, and then went down to the club I'm still at now. There's Western Suburbs District Cricket Club when I was 13, and just pretty much started playing in our Lords Taverners competition in the under-16s and 6th grade as a young fella. And then worked my way through to and made my first grade debut in, I think, 1998. And pretty much I just stopped. Well, still played last year in the white ball format down there. I guess I was fortunate enough to play for Queensland, debuting in a couple of one-day games in 2005, 2006. And also that was the first year of the T20 competition when it started. That was when it was state v state, and then just continued to play Premier grade cricket. And in 2011 and 12, I was lucky enough to, I guess, make my first class debut. Played through a couple of injuries at the time through there, and some performances in grade cricket. And then also played the first year of the Big Bash in a couple of games as well.
Wow.
And now an involvement in the Masters cricket. still enjoy it, still love playing the game. So there's also an opportunity to give back a little bit to what I've been able to play throughout the time. So, and then as Trent said before, been over to, I think, Pakistan the first, I think it was 2023, the Global Cup, followed by the World Series Cup in Australia last year or the year before, and then we for the T20 World Cup in Karachi last year, which we were lucky enough to win.
Yeah. So in the Premier Cricket in Queensland, I think, am I right in saying something like in excess of 12,000 first grade runs? Is that right?
Yeah, it's about 14, I think.
14. Well, there you go. I've got to do my research better than that. But 14,000 first grade runs is a terrific, plus representing Queensland in Sheffield Shield and the one day and the T20. So it's a terrific pedigree. But with all that cricket behind you,
Steve's probably got a few wickets as well in that time.
Right. Well, Steve, what does it mean to you to captain Australia at a World Cup, over 40s World Cup?
First, it's a great honour and a privilege to captain. I guess the group that's about to be named and been selected, as Trent said before, it's full of leaders. And honestly, there are a number of players that could have taken on this role, and they've done it before. As skipper, I'll just try and lead by example. I'll just try and get a positive team and culture and just sure that everyone feels like they belong. It's important to me that we also have fun off the field, because it is a long tour. It's three and a bit weeks, I think. So just make sure we enjoy it off. If the players are having enjoyment off the field and feeling relaxed, hopefully that'll take the performances on the field.
Brilliant. All right, guys, I'm going to pass it across to you two. It's now time to announce the squad. So, Trent, if I could ask you to announce each player in alphabetical order, as well as the state they're from. And then once you announce, we'll let Steve talk about their roles in the team. So I'll leave it over to you.
Okay, thanks, Paul. So alphabetically, we were going to do it in height order, but it was a bit hard to do that. We chose alphabetical instead. So first player named is Stephen Baker from Queensland.
Yeah, Bakes is one of our two wicketkeepers. He's represented Australia from a young age, under 19s. He represented Australia, and also in the Masters cricket. He's been to World Cups before. He's very polished. He's very energetic. He'll keep us going for the first couple of weeks, and a good bloke along those lines there as well. So he's a good fit.
Yeah. Second player is someone that's a recent addition to the Masters over 40s. Just made his debut for the state after he'd already played for Australia, a bit similar to Steve. That's Glenn Batachotto from Queensland.
Yeah, Glenn is a prolific run scorer in Premier grade cricket, and also in country cricket up here for Caboolture. Now he plays up here. He's still playing today, still scoring hundreds. One of the, I think, 4 or 5 of us that have played first class cricket. He's got a first class 100, and he's an all round player. Can also bowl as well. So he's a great addition that has just come on board to the Masters cricket.
Yeah, Batty had a great introduction. He scored runs on the tour in New Zealand, and as Steve said, he's a high-scoring opening batter and can bowl medium pace and good in the field. Next player off the list is another one of the ones that has first-class experience, and that's Scott Brandt from Queensland.
Yeah, Scotty's a left-arm swing bowler. He's played for Queensland, also played for Essex over in England. All-round sports person. He's represented Zimbabwe, I think, in junior sports as well, where he's from. But he's a great addition. He went to our T20 World Cup in the winning team over there, and another great person to be part of the group. And we'll add with his left arm swingers.
Yeah. Okay, the next player is from Queensland as well. We've got all the players starting with the letter B, so that's and again first class player Ryan Broad.
Yeah, Dagger. He's probably would be our most decorated batter in our group. I think he played about 59 or 60 first class games with another 30 odd one day games. He's got 8 first class hundreds. Brings a lot of that first class experience. Relatively new to the Masters cricket as well. I think he went over to New Zealand as well. Dagger's just a fantastic player. He's got all the experience at the first class level, and he'll definitely add to our squad up to the top of the order.
We're getting through all the first class players in a bit of a row here. So the next player announced is Mark Cleary from South Australia.
Yeah, Mark, or Ice as we know him, he's represented South Australia, Victoria. I think he got selected on a Australia A tour as well. He's also played over in England. Not too sure exactly what county he played for, but and he's just the skills that he's got in with the ball in hand is shown in the T20 World Cup where we over there. He won Player of the Tournament. He got 25 wickets, I think, in the 7 or 8 games. Got a 5 for in our final. But his experience with the ball, he'll come to a massive addition to our group in the one day format.
Yeah, so apart from Mark's performances there at the last T20 World Cup led him to be named as the over 40s International Player of the Year. So he's definitely someone of good quality. The next player announced is one of the all-rounders in the group, Brenton Edwards from North Queensland.
Yep, Tiny. He's also represented Australia over in the T20 World Cup. Had a match-winning performance in the with a bat, coming and scored a quick 15 or 20 in the World Cup. Bats and bowls, can score quick. He bowls a heavy ball when he's bowling as well with his seam up. So he'll be a great addition to our squad.
Next player is one of the players that has captained Australia at over 40 level previously, Greg Hunt from New South Wales.
Yeah, Lumpy, he's a great player. I think he averages over 50 for Australia in the Masters cricket. Top order bat, but to play a different role, I reckon, within the group. I guess all our batters, I think our top 6 or 7 batters, will be able to bat in any position. We're all versatile in that way. Lumpy brings leadership skills as well, which is great as well. Can also bowl some spin, and has also got good hands in the field.
Yeah, as mentioned by Steve there, the batting group, one of the things that we looked at was, definitely players' versatility and being able to bat anywhere in the order, and be able to score. If conditions are even, we want everyone to be able to, if they score 100, that it's around the 100 strike rate. And as Steve said, all the batters we've got in the group, that's what we're going to be looking for. Greg's going to be one of those key players. Next player is also from New South Wales, one of our quick bowlers, and that's Scott Jarvis.
Yeah, Scott's seam up, can move the ball around a little bit, a bit each ways, I think. He's represented Australia in the 2024 World Cup, I think, over in South Africa, and I think he might have got the bowler of the tournament or the ICC bowler of the year, I think, in that there. So he's a great addition, got experience there as well, and be a key cog of our 4 seam up bowlers.
Next player is one of our 3 spinners that have been selected, Sean Matthews from South Australia. Yeah,
Sean's a left arm orthodox spinner, very tight and miserly with his lines, very accurate. Can also bat with as well, in any position. I think he opened last year in our World Series Cup, so he can bat anywhere as well. So he's a great addition, and depending on the wickets that we get over there, if they're really worn, or the wickets get worn, as Trent said earlier, be a great addition having a left arm orthodox in our group.
Next player announced is the other wicketkeeper in the group from Queensland, Steve McClymont.
Yeah, Steve's a great addition to the group. He's really good up to the stumps as a keeper. He's represented Australia in the first in 2023 when we went to Pakistan for the Global Cup. So he's got experience there as well, and the opportunities that he gets, he'll take them with both hands. Like, he's really competent up to the stumps and really clean, which is good.
Next player is one of the former captains of the Australian over 40s, and Jamie Pinelli from South Australia.
Yeah, Penners is I guess all class. He's, as another skipper, I'll be looking at an older skipper. I'll be looking at his leadership skills, gaining as much as I can from him. He led us to the T20 World Cup. Great bowler. He got a hat trick over the first Australian bowler to get a hat trick in a T20 World Cup as well, and a great addition to the group with heaps of experience playing at Masters cricket and also down in South Australian Premier Cricket.
The vice captain of the sides from New South Wales, Ryan Snape.
Yeah, Snapey is a really good off spinner and lower order bat. Really good in the field. He captained the Australia A side over in New Zealand, so he's got really good leadership skills. He's very calm. He's a good bloke that everyone seems to get around as well. So Snapey and I will be working together with all the leadership stuff over in Guyana.
Our sole Victorian representative is the next player, and that's all-rounder Steve Spoljari.
Yeah, Spolly's all class. Every time we get to play with him, he's very calm and relaxed sort of bloke. Bats and bowls, can bat anywhere in that top order. Bowls crafty, seam up, and can bowl to the different situations of the game. I think he's won 2 Ryder medals in the Victorian Premier Cricket. Like, really, just a class cricketer that we'll be able to call on in any situation of the game.
Next is one of the top order bats from South Australia, and that's Matt Weaver.
Yeah, Matty Weaver, he's another one that's got first class experience, or he's played a few one days, played 3 or 4 one days, I think, for South Australia. Top order, hard hitting batter. He's new to the Masters cricket as well. So he went over to New Zealand, but he's just turned 40, I think, or 41. So he's new to the area, but he's got a lot of experience in Premier cricket as well. And we think he can bat in all different situations, where if it's up the top or in the middle order.
And the last player on the list from South Australia, another one of the spinners or all-rounding spinners selected, that's Richie Wild.
Yeah, Richie's I guess a mainstay of a lot of the tours that he's been on. I think he might have went on one of the first ones over to New Zealand, I think. But
I think he did. Yeah, he's the longest standing. The
longest standing one. Really good bloke, good off spinner, changes his pace really well. Left-hand bat, who's very busy when he's batting as well. And he'll be in charge of all fines and camaraderie after play.
Yeah, so that's our full list. Yeah, the 16 players, including Steve.
Yep. Trent, just to, with the commentary there from Steve, if you can just go through that squad again, just by their name and state, just to give it some wholesome clarity in and around who's in the team.
Okay, so the 16 players going to the World Cup in Guyana. Stephen Paulsen from Queensland will be the captain. Ryan Snape from New South Wales is the vice captain. Stephen Baker from Queensland. Glenn Batachotto from Queensland. Scott Brandt, also from Queensland. Ryan Broad, Queensland. Mark Cleary, South Australia. Brenton Edwards from Queensland. Greg Hunt from New South Wales, Scott Jarvis from New South Wales, Sean Matthews from South Australia, Steve McClymont from Queensland, Jamie Pinelli from South Australia, Stephen Spoljaric from Victoria, Matt Weaver from South Australia, and Richie Wild from South Australia. Yeah, the balance of the squad is pretty good. As Steve mentioned a number of times, I think nearly everyone could bat anywhere most of the players could bat in the top 7 or 8 without any issues whatsoever. We've got good bowling depth. There's 7 what you would count frontline bowlers, and that doesn't count other bowlers in the group. Like Steve himself hasn't mentioned his bowling at all, but he's a spin bowler of note, performs very well on the international stage. With that, Glenn Batachotto can bowl. We've got 2 very good wicket keepers. So I think the squad that myself and the other selectors, Tony Wilson and Nathan King, have picked is we could pick any of those 12 of the 16, any combination of them, and we'll have a very competitive side that will be able to adapt to whatever conditions we face on the day. We'll have a deep batting list.
Steve, what excites you about the being captain, and what sort of environment, culture do you want to create within the team?
Yeah, what excites me, Paul, is I guess the experience that we do have across there, and the versatility of the players. They've all played a number of years of cricket and of a high standard, so they'll be able to adapt to the different situations that we've got, depending on the different conditions that we've got over there as well. We don't know that, so I'm sure we'll be able to. They've all played, and they're good quality cricketers as well, to be able to play different roles in there. The culture wise, I want to make sure we are enjoying it, we're having fun. For me, it's if we're all enjoying it, we're going to go better on the field. I'll probably lead more by my actions rather than words. There'll be enough players in the group with things to say in there, but as long as we try and give off a calm response to things, but making sure everyone feels as though they belong in the group is important to me as well. So that's what we'll try and provide while we're over there and before we get there.
Such an important word, belonging.
Yeah, I think it is. Everyone, if they can make sure they feel as one, they'll be able to express their skills that they've got, and everyone's got different skills that if we all get to a chance to display that over there, will be an exciting team to watch.
Yeah, fantastic. Trent, it's a long process. Is there anybody you'd like to acknowledge who's contributed to the selection process?
Yeah, as I mentioned, the other selectors, Tony Wilson and Nathan King, we've been the selectors now for just on nearly 2 years, the 3 of us. I would think we'd probably, apart from everybody else using WhatsApp for your communications, but we would have, we had at least 10, I suppose, what I would call meetings in regard to selecting this side, and the same with sides we've picked previously as well. Obviously, selectors don't always agree on everyone that's picked, and it's about sorting out the differences amongst the selectors. But our common goal has always been we've got to put the best team on the paddock that we can. It's been a good process. It's been a challenging process, just based purely on the depth of players that were available for the tournament. So it was a challenge, and it was a good challenge, and we're pretty satisfied with the side that we've got picked. So we're just banking on the results to back up our work.
Yeah. And Steve, in closing, last question to you. What message would you like to share to the players selected today, and also the supporters that will be following the team?
Yeah, no, first of all, it would be congratulations to the 15 others that are being selected. It's a huge achievement, and incredibly proud and I'm incredibly proud by being able to get a chance to lead such a experienced and talented group. I guess for us, the journey now starts with 3 or 4 months out from the tournament, it'd be crucial now we prepare ourselves physically, because I think Trent said it's 11 games in 15 or 16 days. So that'll be the big thing there. We don't want any injuries while we're over there. So that's the next part there. To the supporters, I guess what I've noticed in the last couple of years being involved is that is a big Masters community. Masters cricket community. Everyone does. A lot of people do follow. I think there was about 10 or 11 million people watching our games in the T20 World Cup. That's been there. So that is it's a big following that we do get a lot of support back here. So we'll be doing everything we can between now and then to try and play some good cricket while we're over in Guyana.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations to all the players selected. We wish Steve, you, Trent, you as the selectors and the entire squad and everyone involved all the very best, every success to prepare and also represent Australia in the World Cup in Guyana in October 2026. So congratulations to all. And to Steve and Trent, thank you for joining us and announcing the squad.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for the opportunity. We're really looking forward to it.